Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So the crypto markets have opened the week retracing further, instilling panic towards the retail crowd. Particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum are seeing massive FUD from newer traders who joined markets in the past 2 to 3 months. Well, this is the problem. If you've joined the crypto market in the last 2 to 3 months, this is the total crypto market on the hourly. I guess I should put that on the daily if we're going to look back a couple of months. And so, it's funny when we get new people in because, they see this kind of excitement, especially at this stage in the game. They see this type of excitement and they just expect it to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Fact of the matter remains, we need healthy retracements in order for this price to keep going up. This is the total market cap. I don't know if I said that already, but this is the total market cap on the daily. And as you guys can see, over the last few days, we have seen several retracements here pretty much since mid-December. And now today is December 24th, Christmas Eve. The market cap is down to around $3.23 trillion. And so, for people who are buying up in here or here or here, for these people, they're down on their positions. And, even if you bought up here, you would be even Steven on your position. And so, if this is, your first foray into crypto, if you just got in let's say late November, in and around here, and you're in for a month and you're only at even, I could see how maybe you would be maybe a little disconcerted, feel concerned that your portfolio isn't going to go up even further. This is why we don't buy now at this point in the cycle. Fear and greed is at neutral, sitting at 55. Boy, that went quick. Remember when it was in the 80s just a short few weeks ago? Dominance for Bitcoin still sitting at 56%. Let's actually just take a look at Bitcoin dominance real quickly, because the Bitcoin dominance chart, this is going to be the indicator for when we do finally see altcoins move to the downside. And as you guys can see, right now, let me get rid of this. Right now, we have been moving up. So Bitcoin did come back up again, and now we are retracing back down. So some altcoins, here, if I zoom in on that, you guys can probably see a little better. Some altcoins are picking up some steam, but ultimately, we're still in this region here, kind of near the top. We really do have to see this number plummet for Bitcoin dominance, and that's still going to take a while, because I still think there is more to go for Bitcoin. Market cap is at 3.31 trillion, and the volume, that's down by a little bit, 0.33% to $202.4 billion. So as I was saying, Bitcoin still does need to gain some dominance. That is down by a little bit over the last 24 hours. Some of the altcoins are up. XRP is actually up by 1.59%. But over the last 7 days, we've seen XRP decline, and I'm sure you guys have felt that as well. For more information on what I'm doing with XRP, with Bitcoin, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It's where I'm documenting my trading journey. This is the XRP chart here. Let me throw this back on the hourly just to show you guys we are still just, XRP still pretty much trading sideways, still butting up against this level of support. New support, right, from former resistance levels from back in 2021. So we're still holding up those levels. That is positive news. But really, we haven't seen, too much movement over the last, let's call it 1 month. $2.23 for one XRP. It did go up as high as $2.90. So now we're just kind of moving sideways and, throwing this on the, let's call it the 4. No, let's even do the daily chart here. You guys can see XRP formulating what is looking like a very, very nicely structured bullish pennant pattern. So, we are, guys, it's still early on. No worries. If you're new to the space and you're worried, you might want to join the Patreon. If that is something you're interested in, this is where we are going over this particular crypto cycle. We're going to talk about targets, how high I think Bitcoin is going to go, and all that fun stuff. So at this moment in time, we're pretty much just in a wait and see holding period. Although big institutions still very bullish on Bitcoin. This is Dan Moorhead from Pantera Capital. Now, he's been a crypto guy for a while. What he's saying here is that we are now reaching escape velocity, coming from Chad Steingraber. Listen to this.
You bet your life it's not going to zero?
I used to tell people it could definitely go to zero to try and be, conservative. I don't think it's possible now. 50 million people in the U.S. own it, 300 million people globally. BlackRock and Fidelity are selling it. It really has reached escape velocity.
But you're 745,000. I mean, I heard 13 million from Michael Saylor the other day.
I think it can go, it's going up 3 orders of magnitude since we launched our fund. I think it could go up a fourth. And that puts it at 15 trillion market cap, which it still seems relatively small versus 500 trillion of financial assets. That's doable.
That's doable, at least according to Dan Moorhead from Pantera Capital. Very bullish on Bitcoin. These guys have been in the space for a while, so I can see why they would be. Now, guys, Hester Peirce has come out with her New Year's wish. SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce says the thing that would make her most happy in 2025 would be if nobody talks about the SEC at crypto conferences anymore. I want people to get to the point where they're spending their time talking about the technology and its potential. So divert from the horrendous, absolute failure of an administration that we've seen over the last 4 years and start focusing on the tech. I mean, I get this sentiment. This is exactly where we should be focusing our energies on when we talk about cryptocurrency and the adoption. Here's what she had to say on this podcast. Listen to this.
What would make Hester Peirce most happy to see done in 2025 potentially? As I threw a lot at you, whether it is kind of restaking or in-kind redemptions, things like that, what is it?
I mean, I would be happy if at the end of 2025, people were not, when we go to crypto conferences, the first thing people were talking about would be something other than SEC regulation. I want people to get to the point where the regulatory structure is there, they know what the rules are, they're complying with the rules, but they're spending their time talking about the technology and its potential. That would make me very happy.
And I think that would make the rest of the crypto industry happy as well. I mean, those guys, I'm not going to say us because we're the traders, we're the retail end of it, but the guys that have been, at the helm of these companies, the Brad Garlinghouses, everybody who uses cryptocurrency in their business model, these guys have been wishing for the clarity for a very, very long time and haven't been getting it because of the SEC. So, with the new administration, I think everybody is feeling a lot more positive about this. We're even seeing the USD being rolled out. And in Singapore, the Independent Reserve is now the first cryptocurrency exchange to list Ripple's stablecoin, the RLUSD. So in Singapore, guys, XRP will bridge every RLUSD. This courtesy of Jack the Rippler. It's marked its debut in the Singapore market, gaining notable traction from investors even. So investors are investing. According to recent updates, the stablecoin noted its first listing from the leading Singapore crypto exchange, the Independent Reserve. Meanwhile, this comes after a week after the stablecoin market's global launch on December the 16th, which has sparked significant discussion in the broader crypto market. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin marked its launch on the Independent Reserve recently, sparking optimism in the market. The exchange recently announced the addition of the stablecoin on its trading platform, making it accessible via both order books and OTC trading. So over-the-counter trading. This marks the first time a Singapore-based licensed exchange has embraced the Ripple stablecoin, emphasizing the country's growing reputation as a crypto innovation hub. So the big use case here, now you can trade stablecoin, the RLUSD specifically, for Singapore dollars or SGDs on the Independent Reserve, and that did start a couple of days ago, December the 22nd. Lasanka Pereira, CEO of the Independent Reserve of Singapore, highlighted the stablecoin's potential to enhance global liquidity. He noted that stablecoins like RLUSD provide secure and efficient solutions for financial institutions and investors, addressing the increasing demand for reliable crypto assets. And here's what he stated, guys. As long-standing partners of Ripple, we are proud to be the first regulated crypto exchange to offer. Ripple's decision to launch its stablecoin on IR reflects the strong trust and mutual support we have built over the years. Independent Reserve is proud to be the first regulated exchange in Singapore to offer secure and reliable access to RLUSD, staying true to our mission of leveraging crypto and blockchain technology to transform financial services. So there you go, guys. First international cryptocurrency exchange, or at least the first one in Singapore now, to have launched the RLUSD. So we're going to see that coming online, I think, in a much wider capacity moving into 2025. So I wanted to thank Jack the Rippler there for posting that. Now, XRP Crypto Wolf brought this to my attention. I don't know if how many of you guys run on Mac versus PC. Well, apparently, Windows and Android devices might be dangerous for crypto holders, according to CryptoQuant CEO. Yeah, this is a statement from Keat Young Ju. He has warned that cryptocurrency holders using Windows and Android might be vulnerable unless they're tech savvy. In such a way, it would be possible to protect their cryptocurrency assets from being hacked. Using a MacBook or an iPhone would dramatically reduce the possibility of one's wallet being hacked. He says Apple's iOS or Mac OS is generally considered considered to offer superior security since it is built on Unix, meaning that files are not executable by default. This OS also boasts strong app sandboxing as well as integrating software design. Apple's control over its hardware and software makes it much more difficult for hackers to hack into someone's wallet. For comparison, platforms like Windows would be more risky for cryptocurrency since they do allow executing malicious files with fewer checks. So from the back end, somebody who is obviously knows something about programming is saying, guys, you are more vulnerable on a Windows PC or an Android device rather than a Mac or an iPhone. It is worth noting that the vast majority of large enterprises rely on Macs due to their security. According to data provided by AVG, Macs tend to have a much lower infection rate compared to Windows PCs. Apple's iOS is also known for its security. Since the company does not actually share its source code with developers, its closed ecosystem makes it much more challenging for hackers to find vulnerabilities. So there you guys go. If you do have a Windows or an Android device, I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, I would just make sure you do keep your cryptocurrency safe. I personally use a Ledger Nano. I keep my cryptocurrency on a cold wallet storage solution. I do have an affiliate link, by the way, in the description of the video. If you guys want to use my affiliate link, it's you're more than welcome. It's there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. If you want to use some other device, that's totally fine. Just make sure, guys, you do keep your cryptocurrency safe on some type of cold wallet storage solution because you don't want your portfolio to, you don't want to buy now for your crypto to go up, I don't know, 3, 4, 5,000%, and then you've turned $10,000 into $500,000, and all of a sudden somebody's hacked it, and poof, it goes up in smoke because you did not secure your crypto. Be mindful, guys, because the final leg of this bull run is upon us. Anyway, I wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for posting that. And guys, I think this is the thing we've all been waiting for. Bearableguy has released a new riddle Christmas Eve 2024 at 1:23 a.m. 123 BG123. And here it is. So this is the latest, the greatest, and it looks like the journey is almost done. We're almost there, guys. So what can I glean from this riddle? Bearableguy riding in with Brad Garlinghouse, the Golden Knight now, on 3 horses. Now, it is interesting that these 3 horses are 3 different colors. We've got 2 white horses and 1 yellowish gold horse, I guess, maybe. We've got the crown here on Brad Garlinghouse's side. Obviously, he has taken the crown from the king, and the king, it looks like he's got a wrench in his pocket, and he's even been disarmed. Now he has a hook for a hand. So it looks like the new guard is winning over. Brad Garlinghouse is also riding on what looks like a unicorn. So not even a horse, unicorn with a purple horn, and the purple obviously represents XRP, as you guys can see from the castle and the initial castle riddle from 2018. It looks like they are surrendering as well in the castle. The powers that be are waving the white flag. Over here, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm going to try to punch in on some of this, but as you guys can see, there is a key sitting on the table, so maybe this is allowing them to now come into the castle. They are now the new guard. XRP is going to take over the financial system. All roads lead to somewhere, but the purple road, the XRP road, leads to the castle. So where does USD lead us? To the Pearl? I don't know if there's maybe some explanation for that, and I don't know where BTC leads us or if this means anything. I mean, usually when Bearableguy does create these riddles, they do mean something. There's something hanging here off Bearableguy's gun, off his holster. He's got 3 stars on his hat. Well, we know that the regulations, we've got clear green lit regulations, so they're bringing that also to the castle. That's at least what it looks like here. And you guys can see locations from former riddles are here on the horizon, like the other castle that Bearableguy was in earlier on a few years ago, the greenhouse from last year, and the ship, of course. We all remember that. Ultimately, though, the sun is shining and it is looking positive for Ripple, for XRP, and some people down here realizing there are some more codes. And, I was going to base 64. I don't know exactly what, I tried to click decode, but it didn't look like any of these codes were decipherable. I don't know if any of you guys have decoded these particular codes here that Bank XRP found in the riddle. You guys can see it there. In the early days, Bearableguy used to put a lot more of these codes in his plateaus. Vet down here saying we took the crown, so that was obvious. Again, if somebody has an explanation for these codes, that would be greatly appreciated. Put it down in the comments section. XRP Drop saying the journey has come to an end, and what a glorious ending it is. What is a king without a crown? Exactly. Good point here. And Bank XRP also said 123. So yeah, the original riddle was posted at 1:23 a.m. So what else do we have here? Mac Attack XRP mentioning this when we were talking about that bearable guy background picture. We saw that there was bamboo growing out of this hillside beside the sunflower, and it looks as though there could be something here that resembles that. I don't know. What's he looking at here? Not entirely sure, but maybe that could be the bamboo. Again, not entirely sure. There was another version of this picture, which was from the reversed Bearable Guy Twitter page. And as you guys can see, he's also changed his profile picture again to him wearing the hat, the cowboy hat with the 3 stars. So this is just the reversed image. And what do we see here, guys? Well, the owl, is that seen in the original image? No, we don't see an owl there. If you put the two together, do you see an owl? I don't think so. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if maybe just superimposed. Oh, is that an owl? Right at the bow of the ship. Interesting. Brad has the king crown now, and it is repaired. So we also have the key guys getting into the castle. XRP is the key. This is what XRP Drops is assuming here. And we have the title. Yeehaw, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2025. Another one from XRP Drops here. But yeehaw, spelled this way versus yeehaw. The word yeehaw, spelt in this particular fashion, comes from the Lushootseed language spoken by indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest in the United States. It holds profound cultural and spiritual significance. So the meaning, yeehaw, translates roughly to the creator or to create. It symbolizes a connection to spiritual power and the ability to bring about change through creation or divine inspiration. So that is interesting to note there. In short, yeehaw is a sacred term grounded in indigenous spirituality, while yeehaw is a colloquial cheer tied to cowboy culture, as we know. So I don't know if that has anything to do with creating the new creation, XRP being, the new cryptocurrency that's going to change the financial system, a new creation there. The blue brick in the building too. So the path all leads to XRP. The flags are both pointed to XRP. The hidden hand has surrendered, and the key is on the table. That coming from 589 Society. What else do we have here? Oh, even the king's pinky finger, it looks like, has been removed there. Possibly lost a pinky as well. Ain't looking good for the old king. Bearable Guy, we've got a new sheriff in town. His teeth are a chart, and we're in the gap right now. Interesting. Somebody punched in on the on this thing coming down from the holster. What's hanging out of the barrel there? Very good question. I don't know. Has anybody responded to that? Could it be a cork pop gun or a croissant? You should have known. What was the gun? Why would you have a gun if you want to have a snack? Or I don't know. Somebody was saying that. Of course, we got the crown. What else do we have? All directions. Looks like BTC reign as king will be soon over, and we're going into a different direction. Yeah. 2 commas, Millionaires Club. Now that's another interesting one that I think here. If I go up here, you guys can see, let's go back to this original picture, and if I punch in on these 2 white horses, you guys can see their eyes are commas, or somebody was saying that they look like commas there, whereas this horse does not. So I wonder if there's a significance between the white horses, commas, and the golden horse does not have commas for eyes. All right. What else can we glean from this? Is there anything else? So the 2 comma club. Bearable Guy, does anybody recognize this castle? Well, yeah, that was from the interior castle. Brad Garlinghouse says something hidden, so he still has a hidden card up his sleeve. Guys, there's so much here still that we can look at. They're saying that Bearable Guy's the back of his cowboy hat. Oh, okay, so that's the top of the bamboo shoot there. So very, very interesting observations here. Of course, some other people were commenting, like Steve F. number 2 here, saying, things that he saw. He's not a riddler, but there's the owl on the boat, the letters in the tree, the castle, the greenhouse. Of course, all things that we've noticed, things others pointed out. So the wrench, the missing finger, hook on the right. Let's go over this some more. The gun seems to have a tag at the end of the barrel. 3 books fading. Crown taken when riding purple. horned unicorn. The sword is shining bright like a star. So that's another thing. Now, the golden mirror rider, clam with a pearl on the yellow road. And I wonder what that clam is, okay? The round table with the golden key in the center between purple and the yellow road. Purple roads lead to the castle. That means XRP leading to the castle, and the missing blue brick. I tried my best to adjust the levels to read the trees. Best I could see, but still blurry to me. So he was looking at these photos here of the king. And those codes still do need to be deciphered, I gotta say. Ripples in Wales here also commenting. The 8th Bearableguy123 main scene is out today. We're going to name it The Promised Land. Dropped on December the 24th. It brings together so many of the components of the other 4 scenes, hinting at a conclusion. And I think that is the biggest thing, guys. We're getting so close. We're almost there. We're in the denouement, as they call it in cinema. This scene will likely play out long into the future. If you understand BG's work, it's been many years. Here's a list of previous scenes and what they meant. So just going over the other scenes. So, of course, the castle scene, the first Christmas scene, the ship scene, inside the castle, second Christmas scene, the poker scene, the greenhouse scene, and now finally the Promised Land. So, guys, is the journey almost over? Ripple and XRP succeeding. How about some symbolism, wisdom, and strength united? The owl's wisdom paired with the knight's strength represents the balance of intellect and action. Together they embody the idea of acting with knowledge and purpose. Guided protector, the owl, as the guide, can be seen as advising the knight, ensuring that their actions are not only brave, but also thoughtful and just. Inner and outer mastery. While the knight represents external power and protection, the owl brings depth, intuition, and spiritual insight, symbolizing a complete and harmonious individual. And the seeker of truth. Together they signify a quest for truth, whether spiritual, moral, or practical, with the owl leading the way through the darkness and the knight guarding against dangers. So there you guys have it. Who was it? It was AB Vahela here also commenting on the eyes and the 2 commas. Does that mean we are in the Millionaires Club, guys, holding XRP, looking into the future, trading right now at 223? But I think this latest Bearableguy tableau speaks volumes to our future. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.